my name is Chad Terry. I nominated Libby Greener for the Chuck Denny Legacy Character Award. I think Libby is one of those students that she just defines kindness.
If she's carrying anything on her shoulders, she's never brought that into the room. Everything is super positive. She has a bubbly personality. She's always smiling. You can always talk to her and she'll talk to you.
She's just one of those people who brightens up a room. You know, she's got a great sense of humor.
It feels weird to talk about myself like this.
And the way that she treats her peers is probably one of her more special qualities.
I wouldn't really say I felt myself as a leader. I used to do Parks and Rec when I was a kid, and I just remember looking up to these recreational leaders. I remember how much of an impact they had on me. And so then I think when I got that job as a recreational leader, when I saw these kids looking up to me, how I used to look up to my leaders, I think it was kind of like a moment for me where I became a leader in my eyes.
She shows leadership in many ways. Sometimes she's on the school spirit video in front of the whole building. But in a lot of ways, that leadership for Libby comes up when she's interacting with a friend in the hall, or she's going out of her way for a student with special needs. But in those small ways is where she shines.
I think she's very inclusive, especially with her sixth graders. When she's teaching them, I think she creates an incredible environment of inclusivity, making sure that every voice is heard and talking to all students and making all students feel special.
Growing up, my mom, she's kind of put on me is to just use people's first names and go out of your way to make that extra person feel included. You never know how someone's feeling on the inside just because how they seem on the outside. I just even think about someone who could sit next to me in my math class. They could be having a bad day or have something going on in their life that I have no idea about, and just my small act of talking to them or saying something nice to them that day could just be a small act that improves their day.
She seems like everything's kind of perfect, right? She's got it all. But she truly has been through a lot in her life. And especially recently, she's struggled with some pretty big situations. So to watch her experience that and stay true to who she is has been pretty remarkable.
It gives me hope, right? As a person who's been teaching for a while and just seen a lot of kids come and go, knowing that there's kids like Libby out there that can set that kind of example for her peers, that means a lot. It means a lot to me as a teacher.
I think the environment at Rosemount has changed because of Libby, just because the way she conducts herself. I think others gravitate towards that.
For my future, wow. I'm going to Iowa State University next year for elementary education. Honestly, I'm looking forward to just spending the rest of my life just being able to impact these kids. I just want to be remembered as someone that made people feel good about themselves, made people feel heard and welcomed.
She's just one of the funniest, down-to-earth, good-natured people I've met in my teaching career, and it's really special to see her win an award like this.
And we're just really proud of her from Rosemount High School.